How the turns have tabled. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chemical Guys Detail Garage. I'm Jason.
I'm AJ.
And today we've got a little something different for you, something special, something new that not many people have seen yet. Get excited. If you want to see what this is, wait, what the heck?
It's the other piece.
We're unboxing it in 3, 2. Okay, so we're unboxing this. Very special, never before seen.
Ray-Ban?
Wayfarer Ray-Ban Stories. This is the Facebook Wayfarer sunglasses from Ray-Ban.
How do we unbox this, Jason? I want to see this satisfying unboxing.
So, I don't know, let's check this out. So it says right here on the box here, you got the Ray-Ban Stories Wayfarer in shiny black frame, the G15 green lenses, which is pretty dope, I think. That's gonna look really cool. On this side of the box, you've got an official Ray-Ban tag. It's like almost like a clothing tag, kind of like our Chemical Guys branded tags here as well.
And just like how you can pick up these shirts at chemicalguys.com.
Great plug there, AJ. What we're gonna do is take off the plastic here, and that will open this box so that we can show you what is inside.
I'll take that right there.
Thanks, buddy.
Of course.
So now I think this slides out, you pull the tab here. This actually has a safety mechanism so you can see that no one else opened your box before.
Yep.
This tape is
right
on
there.
the side here. Oh,
got
there's a little pull tab.
There you go.
So we're gonna pull that and just, I wanna keep this, try to keep this as intact as possible.
There you
And
go.
now we can slide this box out.
Boom.
Beautiful, it feels like a good box. What do you think, AJ?
It is a nice sturdy material. I still love this little tag right here. It's actually really
It's pretty cool.
It really just makes me feel like a premium experience.
So we're gonna lift this up and bam, we got a nice case. This is pretty weighty right here. This case contains these sunglasses, which look pretty cool.
Wow.
So let's see. It's a pretty standard sunglass case. Looks really nice. You've got a little bit of protection on the sleeves here. And these are pretty dope Ray-Bans. They look legitimately like the Wayfarers, exactly like it. The camera is right here, and there's one right here. I believe there's also audio. It looks like there's some buttons right here. There's like a little switch here, recording switch, on the inside left-hand side. And these are pretty thick, so it looks like there's also another microphone in here. There's a little dot.
And what else?
And a button on top over here as well.
Oh wow, that's gonna be like your quick
This is
recording
probably
button.
like your quick recording. We'll read the instructions, but here, you want to throw those on, see what they look like?
Wow.
Dang, so yeah, pretty cool. You really wouldn't know any different. Like they look like
if I came to you
Ray-Bans.
right now out of nowhere and I was just like wearing sunglasses.
I wouldn't know you were recording me, which is a little scary, but.
What else comes in the box, Jason?
So we've got this little secondary box that says download the Facebook View app. So I guess you need the View app in order to use the sunglasses. So we'll download those in a minute. And then inside here, you've got your reference guide, your safety and warranty information, and another soft case here for the actual hard case.
Yeah.
Stick those in. Although I don't think the hard case fits in here. I think this is just a soft case for your sunglasses.
Yes, and it looks like the case actually charges the glasses as well because there's two connector prongs
yeah, look
right
at that.
here.
There's connector prongs. So the case also functions as your charger, which speaking of, in here, we've got a charging cable. So this looks like it probably plugs in to the back. It plugs
There
right
you go.
into
And
the
it's,
back of the case right here, USB-C.
Yeah.
And yeah, this would go right into there. So that's all that comes into the box. It looks pretty cool. The box is dope. There's probably a lot of uses for this thing, but I can think of one that you and I and Joey can probably do with this, and that is, let's get a POV of detailing a car with these Facebook Wayfarer sunglasses. Hit the like button right now, subscribe to the channel, and check it out as we unveil the first ever Ray-Ban Facebook Wayfarer glasses, and we detail a car with them.
Right now.
All right, guys, so we're here outside with Joey, who is now looking pretty suave with these glasses.
I like how I look with these glasses. I don't even look like I'm about to detail. I think I just look really cool right now.
Yeah, you do. So, but we are going to detail. So we're going to show people on this. We've got brand new Wayfarer Facebook glasses. We've got a brand new Tesla Plaid Edition. Wow. And we've got not a brand new product, but a really good one that we haven't talked about in a while.
That's right. So we got some Maxi Suds, Jason. So right here we have 3 different soaps. You have your Maxi Suds in your strawberry margarita scent, Maxi Suds in your premium grape scent, and you also have it in a premium cherry scent as well.
Put down in the comments below which scent you want to go with. I think today's a nice sunny day. You've got some shades on. It looks like a strawberry margarita day.
I think so.
Yeah.
I read your mind right there.
Yep.
All right, guys, so to start off this process, we went with our strawberry margarita scent, and before we even begin, I just want to give it a nice little whiff.
Oh, yeah.
You guys smell that?
I can smell it from here.
Amazing. All right, let's get started. So we have our 2 bucket method set up here because, of course, we don't want to install any kind of scratches on the Tesla. And we also have our 2 dirt traps right here, which go at the bottom of your wash buckets, which I have already pre-filled with some water.
Perfect. And those dirt traps are going to prevent particles and contaminants from floating back up into your wash water, keeping it clean so you don't bring that stuff back onto your car, right, Joey?
Exactly. So now that the dirt traps are set up, Jason, all we're going to do is dedicate one as our wash bucket. Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this blue bucket as our wash bucket, and we'll keep the red one as a rinse bucket since it does have a little bit more water, because we'll need that to, you know, rinse out our wash mitt. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Maxi Suds and give it a nice 2 little good squirts to give it about 2 ounces of product in there. 1,
nice.
2, we're good to go. And then we also have our foam cannon here, which we want to set up as well.
That's our max release.
Exactly. So you have your TORQ Big Mouth max release foam cannon right here, which produces tons of suds. Now, when you pair it with an intense sudsing soap like Maxi Suds, it's just going to be a foam party, man.
Oh,
we're going to get wild with the foam. And we're going to go ahead and put about 2 ounces of that as well. Close that up. Put our foam cannon bottle on top. And we have our bucket set up and our foam cannon as well. So the next step in this process is to give this Tesla a pre-rinse, because as you guys can see, there's a lot of fine dirt, dust, pollen that's embedded on the surface. You know, even though it's a white car and it may not look dirty, if you look in some areas, it's pretty bad, especially this little area over here, which I saw earlier. I mean, just check this out, you guys. I don't even know what that's from. So you have all kinds of splatter on the sides of the vehicle, a lot of dust. Like, check out this top. This thing is filthy. You have like fingerprints here. It's really bad. So we just want to make sure that we give this Tesla a nice deep clean, but also a safe clean as well.
And that's kind of the whole point with the suds, right? Like,
exactly.
The more suds, the less chance of scratching and swirling.
Exactly.
Right?
And that's one thing that I feel like most people always ask is, what is the purpose of a foam cannon? Do you just foam it, rinse it, get on with your life? No. So depending on the level of filth on your car, it's going to vary as to what the foam cannon is going to do. But ultimately, the foam cannon is going to allow you to blanket a thick, rich layer of suds on your vehicle that's going to uplift the dirt and grime, so that when you wipe it with your wash mitt, that dirt and grime, it's not directly on the surface of your vehicle. It's going to be encapsulated by that slickness of the suds, and it's going to allow you to just gently guide it right off your paint so that it doesn't kind of grind against your paintwork as you're wiping it off.
Nice.
So it's not so much that it's all fun and games and just for show. It actually does serve a purpose. You can either do a pre-wash if it's really filthy. If it's not that bad, in some cases, you can just foam it and rinse it. I mean, that's really only like if you have a professional ceramic coating on your vehicle and it's been about like 2 or 3 days that the last time that you washed your vehicle.
Nice.
All right, guys, so to kick off this process, we're gonna start off by pre-rinsing the Tesla. So we're just gonna go from top, work our way around and down, and just get rid of a lot of this loose debris.
Joey making this car look cool and protecting it, but he is also looking cool himself and protecting his eyes.
Exactly. I love these glasses. Let's get foaming.
Get foaming.
right, Jason. Just finished foaming. Let's activate our suds in our bucket. Let's get to wiping.
Let's do it. And a foam activation is a very simple process, guys. We just already have the soap in our bucket, as opposed to like filling the water up with the bucket and putting the soap in at the same time. We just put the soap in afterwards and then just hit it with a little bit of pressure. Boom, you've got a fully suds bucket just like that. The foam is epic. It smells like margaritas out here. I feel like I'm on vacation. Joey's got his sunglasses on. It's a great day to detail.
Feels like it's still summer. All right, let's get to washing.
All right.
We'll start off from the top, Jason.
Now,
as always.
Why are you starting at the top?
Because, did you guys see that thing on the bottom over there? That thing was like super dirty. The top was not so bad. So that's why you always want to start off on the top of your vehicle, and you want to wipe in direct motions. Now, whenever you're wiping down your vehicle, as you can imagine, all this suds is doing a great job at uplifting the dirt and grime, but we still want to make sure that we ourselves do the best that we can possibly do in order to prevent scratches and swirls. And one of the best ways to do that is to not do a swirl motion. As you can imagine, those swirls, they get like that because you're going like that. But if you go in straight lines, you have less of a chance of installing an ugly swirl mark, and it's much more gentle for your paintwork.
Nice.
So it wipes very nicely. You get a nice even stroke, and you get rid of all the grime very safely. Now, as you guys can see, I did pretty much the top half. Let me just get this nice and even right here. And then what I'm gonna do is come to my rinse bucket. Now, what you want to do first is wring out your wash mitt as much as you can.
That gets off a little bit of the dirt and grime that's on that mitt
Exactly.
already.
So this leftover water that's sitting on this wash mitt, the soap's gonna help kind of guide it off my wash mitt. And then you want to go ahead and go into your rinse bucket. Now, when you go into your rinse bucket, you're not just gonna dunk it in, take it out. What you're gonna do is, you see your dirt trap down here? You wanna get your wash mitt in there. Like I said, I super overfilled it, but it's okay.
It's all right.
And then you just gently wanna just scrub the face of the wash mitt onto that dirt trap. That dirt trap kind of has like a little bit of ridges on it, so it helps knock off the dirt and grime from the wash mitt. So you can just scrub it against the dirt trap like so. And I think I only use one side, but if you use both sides, then you can just mimic the same process on both sides of your wash mitt. Then what you want to do is take it out and then wring it out once again. And then before you go into your soap bucket, you want to just inspect it real quick, make sure that there's no like twigs, branches, dirt, or anything on your wash mitt. And when you're safe to go, grab some more suds and continue with the wash process.
And this is something that, even if you've never detailed your own car before, it's super easy to do. I mean, the way we're showing you is probably the safest way to wash your paint without installing any scratches and swirls. All you need is a couple buckets, some dirt traps, a wash mitt, and you could use either the foam cannon if you have a pressure washer at home, or we also sell the foam blaster, which hooks up to a regular garden hose. If you don't have any running water, we also have a waterless option. You can check out one of our videos that features that.
And that nice little washy action right here, wishy-washy. And then one more thing, guys. Remember at the beginning when I showed you guys that side where it was like super filthy?
I remember.
Now, one thing, and the reason why we start from the top is because there's less contaminants sitting on there and less corrosive contaminants. So as you can imagine from these wheels, they have brake dust, they cake a lot of those fine iron contaminants all throughout the lower parts of your vehicle, and those are extremely abrasive. So the last thing that you want to do is just start wiping the bottom, picking up all those fine iron flakes from your brake rotors, bringing it to the top of your vehicle and just scratching up the whole entire thing.
Ooh.
So it's best to wash the lower areas of your vehicle at the end. That way you don't cross-contaminate the lower contaminants to the stuff that's on top.
That's a good tip, Joey.
I'm gonna grab some more soap because I'm just feeling extra sudsy.
Yeah, you're looking sudsy.
You can always just give it another go. You know, if your suds are just kind of
you just
dying down, you want to get some more suds, just give it a nice little go.
Repressurize
Exactly. And then we're literally just mimicking the exact same motion. So we're going in straight lines. And this is just going to help us prevent us catching a lot of this contamination and it sticking to our wash mitt. Then you do want to make sure that you come to your 2-bucket method as often as you can. And this is going to help you prevent the chance of installing scratches and swirls on your vehicle. So if you're very picky, like myself, with your paint, make sure that you're doing this process often and you'll have a higher or lesser chance of scratching up your paint.
And you'll probably have a higher chance of getting abs because you'll be doing a lot of walking back and forth. And that's great for your heart and your muscles.
I just feel my forearm burning. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Don't show that. All right, Jason, so now that we are all done washing, it's time to dry. We got our Woolly Mammoth drying towel. Just gonna go to start drying. As you guys can see, this Woolly Mammoth is great because it just soaks up all that water very quickly, very easily. Personally, I like to fold it in half and kind of dry like this, just because I feel it's a little bit easier to grab. However, you can also just kind of drape it over the paint and just give it a nice little wipe down, such like this.
Nice little pat down.
Bam.
And the nice thing about this Woolly Mammoth is it's huge. It can hold up to 1 gallon of water.
Exactly.
And it kind of ties in with our beach theme today with the sunglasses. It looks like a beach towel. It's so big.
Exactly. I mean, this thing is massive. I mean, you can just check it out. I just dried the whole roof in like, what was that, 5 seconds?
Yeah, pretty much.
Check this out.
Now, on top of the fact
Bam.
that this thing, you know, this is a brand new Tesla Plaid, so we want to use the softest towel possible on this. It's also soft on your skin. I don't know if people know this, but we have a Woolly Mammoth robe available as well.
That's Jason's favorite.
It is my favorite. I literally walk around the office wearing that. When it is cold outside, you're going to want to stock up right now for winter because you're going to want to wear that robe every single day. All right, guys, as Joey puts the final touches on this Tesla Plaid dry with the Woolly Mammoth, you can head over to our webpage at chemicalguys.com and pick up any of the supplies that you saw here today, as well as go to your local detail garage. Check out their options. They have a lot of different things all the time. You can find your local store by heading to chemicalguys.com using the store locator.
Who knows? Maybe there may be one down the street from you.
That's right. And if you thought the unboxing was cool, give us a fat like, subscribe, comment below what you thought about these Facebook Wayfarer glasses. I think they're pretty cool. There's a couple limitations to them. You can only record about 30 seconds at a time, and it's in a square format, and then it crops to either story or wide. But, you know, besides that, they're pretty dope, I think.
I like them. Just imagine the kind of like devious things you can do with these. Just like out and about, minding your own business, looking cool. All right, Jason, and there we have it.
That's
One
it.
nice clean Tesla later, and it's all done.
All
just
done.
like that, and a beautiful sunny day. Some Maxi Suds strawberry margarita. I don't know what else you want me to say.
That's about it. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you guys on the next video. So
Yeah, we'll see you
thanks
then.
for joining us. Bye.